Greetings, greetings, greetings. How you do? Welcome. So, just to give a little background before we start, on February the 21st every year, it's observed as International Mother Language Day. And this year, 2023, Wycliffe Bible Translators Caribbean used that opportunity to launch 3 books from the Old Testament, the book of Ruth, the book of Esther, and the book of Jonah. So as I was preparing, and God gave me a song based on the book of Esther, and as I was preparing that song, I discovered that the Feast of Purim, which is the feast that's based on the story in the book of Esther, was coming up soon. So it started March 6th in the evening, that's yesterday, and it is finishing around about now. And it was that discovery that inspired me to have this live reading, because one of the ways in which the Feast of Purim is observed is by the public reading of the book of Esther. No, this is public. Even the dogs on my streets are participating, as you can hear. But just lean in good. I hope you're ready. I hope you have your snacks, your popcorn, your cheese tricks, your banana chips, your cake, your ice cream, whatever. I hope you have your tea or your water, your juice, because we are going to read straight through the book of Esther, from Esther chapter 1, verse 1 to chapter 10, verse 3. Yeah. So, I'll put on the glasses. I would now go can see. All right. So, now we are going to start. Esther chapter 1. So now, you did have one king named Xerxes. He did king for 127 regions, from India all the way to Ethiopia. He sit down on him throne where they are the army base in Susa, the capital city. When King Xerxes did a rule for 3 years, he keep one big neamings for all in top official them. And he invite the army general them from Persia and Media, and the high class people and the top official them from every region where he rule. Him keep the names for 6 months straight, and he show off all him treasure them and boast about how him well rich and powerful. After the 6 months them done, him keep one big names for all of the people them where they in the army base at Susa. Everybody could have go. The big man them and the little man them too. The Nyamins last for 7 days in the king palace garden. The garden did well pretty. It did have white and blue drape fastened with purple linen cord where run through some silver ring. The silver ring them did fasten upon some column where make out a marble stone. The couch them were make out of gold and silver. They dip on one pretty walkway. The walkway did make out a whole heap of cut stone. Stone like red stone, marble stone, some other deer stone, and some pretty shell. Then give the people them drinks in a all sort of gold cup. Them did have enough wine, cause King Xerxes did well rich. And the people them could have drink any amount of wine them want, cause the king did order the waiter them to make sure say nobody cup no go empty. Same time, Queen Vashti did a keep one big nyamins for the woman them in a King Xerxes palace. Pan day 7 of the nyamins, when the king did tipsy and feel nice, him call for the 7 eunuch them we walk in him quarters. Them did name Meyuman, Bizta, Arbona, Bicta, Abacta, Zetar, and Kiakas. Him order them for bring Queen Vashti come with a crown on her head, so him could have show her off for the people them and the top official them see her. True, she did pretty subtle. She couldn't pretty no more. But the queen make up her mind, say she nah go when the eunuch them tell her where the king say. When the king hear this, him vex so till him blood start boil. So the king talk with the wise man them, we know the way things for run in a den time there. And the normal thing that for the king talk to all of the man them, we know the law and know how to judge people. The wise man them did name Kashina, Shetar, Admata, Tarshish, Merez, Masina, and Memucan, the 7th top official who rule Persia and Media. Them did always there around the king and did they high up in the kingdom. King Xerxes asked them, say, according to the law, what will we do with Queen Vashti? Me send the eunuch them fi call her, and she don't come. And Memucan answer the king and the top official them say, and only the king want Queen Vashti disrespect, but all of the top official them too. And all of the people them in the region them where King Xerxes rule over. Cause now all of the woman them are gonna know about how the queen did go on. Then them are go face to themselves with them own husband and say, King Xerxes order Queen Vashti to come to him and she never go. You see, today dear, the official them wife from Media and Persia we hear about how the queen go on. I go talk to the husband this said way. I bear disrespect and war go in at their house. If it's alright with you, my king, give the order and make it one law for Persia and Media so nobody can change it. Make the law say that Vashti no fi ever come in front of the king again and make one next woman with better than her take her place. So when people all over that big kingdom here hear about the law where the king make about Vashti, all of the woman them we respect them husband them from the least to the greatest. The king and him official them did like all that sound. So the king do what you can say. Him send out letter to all of the region them in them own writing and them own language. We say every man for run things in him own yard. After a while, when King Xerxes never begs no more, he remember what Vashti did do and the law when him did make sake her. Then the king counselor them said to him, say, make you official them, go find some young pretty virgin for the king. And make the king set up some official in every part and kingdom to find all of the young pretty virgin them and bring them come at the house for the king woman them in the army base. Azusa. Eggai, the king eunuch, will look after them cause him take care of the woman them and make the virgin them get perfume, oil and lotion. Then the young woman will catch the king eye, will take over from Vashti. The king like what him hear and him do what him say. No, one Jew named Mordecai did live in a army base at Susa. Him father did name Jair, who for father did name Shimei, and him father did Kish from the tribe of Benjamin. Him family did ina the bunch of people when Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, did capture and take away from Jerusalem when he carry away Jeconiah, the king of Judah. Mordecai did a grow in cousin Hadassah, cause she lose her father and her mother. Hadassah, where they did call Esther too, did well pretty and shape good subtle. And when her mother and father dead, Mordecai take her and grow her like his own daughter. So then, when them broadcast the king orders, then gather up enough young woman come full up in a army base at Susa. For a guy look after them. Cause him did take care of the young woman, the king woman them. No, Esther, I did one of the woman them where they carry in a palace for a guy look after. When he see Esther, in spirit just take her. And he would have do anything for her. He never itch figure her some special food and the perfume island lotion where she forget. And him pick out 7 servant women from the king palace to take care of Esther and move her and her servant woman them go to the best part of the house where the king woman them live. Esther never make nobody know say she a one Jew. Cause Mordecai did tell her no fi tell nobody. And every day, Mordecai walk up and down in front of the yard with the king woman them house there. Cause he want find out what go on with Esther and if she alright. When the time come for any young woman go in a King Xerxes quarters, them would have done 12 months under the orders for the king woman them. Cause that are the regular time the woman them take for titivate. 6 months with myrrh oil and 6 months with perfume oil and special lotion. After all of that, when the young woman there, if go in at the king quarters, she would have get to carry all the way she want from out the house where the king woman them live. The young woman would have go there in the evening, and in the morning she would have go to the second house for the king woman them, where Shazgaz, one next eunuch, will look after a king, Kamala wife them, would have take care of her. She wouldn't get to go back at the king again, unless him like her, remember her name, and send for her. No. You see, Esther, she did Abiel's daughter. Him did Mordecai uncle. But Mordecai grow her as him own daughter. When fair time come to go in at the king quarters, she never asked for nothing more than what Eggai did say. Eggai at the king eunuch will take care of the king woman them. So now, everybody will see Esther just check for her. In the 10th month, when named Tebet, then carry Esther go to King Xerxes' palace. By that time, King Xerxes did a rule for about 7 years. And the king love off Esther. Him love her more than all of the other women them. In spirit take her. And him would have do anything for her more than for the other virgin them. So, him put a crown on her head and make she turn queen instead of Vashti. Then, the king keep one big neamins for Esther. And him invite all of the top officials them. Him give all of the people in all of the region them holiday. And him give everybody enough things because him a king. And him have it figure it. When the virgin them did gather up together one next time, Mordecai I did one of the official them we meet at the king gate. Esther never tell nobody. Say she a one Jew. As Canto and Mordecai did tell her. Cause Esther do when Mordecai say. Same like when she did a grow with him. In a them time there. When Mordecai I did one of the official them we meet at the king gate. Two of the king eunuch we guard in front of the king quarters. Bigtan and Teresh did get Bex and plan up to kill King Xerxes. Mordecai find out about this and tell Queen Esther. Then Esther tell the king and make him know say Mordecai tell her. And when they check it out and find out say it goes off it true, them hang the two man them. And all them thing you get right down in a record book where they keep for the kingdom. After them thing ya, King Xerxes give Haman the Agagite one bigger position. Him put him higher than all of the other top man them. Haman added Amedata boy pitney. And every one of the king servant them, where they at the king gate, bow down and show Haman respect. This hour the king did order them to do. But Mordecai decide, say nah bow. Then the king servant them, where they at the king gate, say to Mordecai, say, what make you not do what the king tell we to do? Every single day, them talk to him about it, but he still not pay them no mind. So, then tell Haman to see what him would do about it. Cause Mordecai tell them, say him a one Jew. And when Haman see say Mordecai nah show him no respect and nah bow down to him vex till he nearly bust. But when he find out say Mordecai I did one Jew, he make up his mind say no Mordecai one him a go deal with. No, him decide say him a kill off every last one of my Mordecai people them were in a Xerxes kingdom. No, I did 12 years since King Xerxes did a rule. In a first month when named Nisan, them draw straw where them call Purim to decide which day Haman fi carry out him plan against the Jew them. And the month of Adar get pick. Then Haman said to King Xerxes, say, you have some people, you see, king, where they bout in all of the region them in your kingdom. For them law different from the other people them law. And them now follow the king law them. So it's not good for the king put up with them no longer. If it's alright with you, my king, make one law to kill them off. And me will pay 750,000 pounds of silver over to the people them were in charge of the king business. So they can put it in the king treasure room. So the king take off in gold ring with the stamp we used to make orders official. And in give to Haman the Agagite, Amedata boy pitney, the Jew them enemy. And the king said to Haman, do what you want to do with the money and the people them. Then, pan the 13th day of the first month, them calling the king's secretary them for write down everything where Haman order. The letter did for send out to all of the top official them for the different set of people in all of the region them. And them did for write the letter in a people them own a language and them own a writing based upon the region where them there. And them sign it in a King Xerxes' name and stamp it with the king ring. Them send out the messenger them fi go with the letter to all of the region them. The letter said them fi wipe out, tear down, and kill off all of the Jew them, old and young, woman and picnic, and take away all of what them have on the 13th day of Adar, the 12th month. The letter did fi put up all over the region them, and them did fi ball it out in a town them, so the people can ready up themselves for the day. So the messenger them put up the letter quick and ball it out in the army base of Susa. Then the king and Haman sit down for drink. But the people them in a Susa did well confused with the order with the king give. When Mordecai find out all of what happen, him tear him clothes where him have on, put on some old clothes we make out of one cloth we rough, and cover himself in ashes for show say heart heavy. Then him walk through the city a Allah and a bawl. Mordecai walked till he reached the king palace, but he couldn't go in through the king gate, cause they never make nobody go in at the palace with dress so. In all of the region them where the king orders and in law reach, the Jew them put on a piece of bawling and mourning. Oh, them heart did well heavy. Them go on one piece of fasting and a Allah and a ball. And enough of them just put on some clothes when make out a crocus bag and lay down in a ashes. Now, the young woman them and the eunuch them where did work for Queen Esther come tell her what Mordecai did a do. So she start fret and worry about it, and she send clothes go give him, but he never take them. So Esther send for attack one of the king eunuch them where the king did make turn one of her servant. She send him to Mordecai to find out what happened to him and what make him a go on so. So attack go to Mordecai out in a middle city square in front of the palace gate. Mordecai tell attack the whole story. Him all tell him about the whole heap of money where Haman say him will put in a king treasure room for kill off the Jew them. Mordecai give attack one copy of the law we make in a Susa. The law they give people the right to kill off the Jew them. Him ask attack for show it to Esther and tell her about where did I go on and that she have to go to the king and beg him to take pity upon her people them. So attack go away go tell Esther what Mordecai say. Esther talk to attack. Then give him one message for Mordecai we say all of the king's servant them and the people in the region them no say if you go in a palace courtyard where they in front of the throne room and the king never send call you, you are go dead unless the king stretch out him gold rod. And a 30 days now since the king send call me. So then tell Mordecai what Esther say. Then Mordecai send back message give Esther say, nobody think say, cause you in at the palace, you now go dead like all the other Jew them, you know. Nobody think say, if you keep your mouth shut about what go on, say help now go come from somewhere else to save the Jew them and set them free. But you and your father family are going to get killed off. And who fi tell if I no call them sitting here did I go make your turn queen. So Esther send back one message give Mordecai say, go and go get all of the Jew them with their Susa and uno go on a fast for me. No eat or drink nothing for 3 days and 3 nights. Me and me helper them I go do the same thing. And then me I go to the king, even though I broke, me I go broke the law. And if me done for, me done for. Then Mordecai go away and do all away Esther order him to do. On day 3, Esther put on a royal garment and got turn up in the palace courtyard where they in front of the throne room. The king did a sit down on his throne so he could have seen at the courtyard. And when the king see Queen Esther a turn up in a courtyard, him glad for see her, so him hold out the royal gold rod where did in him hand. Then Esther go up to it and touch the tip of the royal rod. Then the king asked Esther, say, "How Queen Esther? How you want? Anything you want, me will give you, know. If I even half of my kingdom." And Esther say, "Me king, if it's alright with you, I would have like if you and Haman would have come a one yamins when me a put on for you today." Then the king say, "Uno go call Haman quick so we can do what Esther asks." So the king and Haman go the yamins where Esther put on. And while them did a drink wine, the king asked Esther, "So, where you say you want now, my queen? Anything you want, you will get, you know. Just tell me what you want. If I even offer my kingdom, you will get it." But Esther said, "My king, this is what I would want. If you really check for me, and if it's alright with you, my king, may I ask if you and Haman could have come our next nyamins when me go put on again for no tomorrow. And tomorrow, me tell you when me want." When Haman left for go in yard that day, him did happy so till him glad bag boss. But when he see Mordecai out at the king gate and he never turn up or show him no respect, him blood just start boil. But Haman just hold it and go home. Then he send go call for him friend them and his wife Zeresh. And Haman boast about how much nice things and money him have, and how much boy picnic him get, and all how the king not tap big him up, cause the king give him higher position than the rest of the king top official them. Plus, Haman say, "And me one Queen Esther say, fi come with the king of the Nyamins where she a keep. And a me one she go make come with the king again tomorrow. But none of this no mean nothing to me as long as me a see that Jew they were named Mordecai still a sit down at the king gate." Then him wife Zeresh and all him friend them tell him say, "Make one gallows about 75 foot high fi hang him pan. And a morning tell the king fi hang Mordecai pan it. Then go and go enjoy the Nyamins with the king." Where them say, did sweet Haman, and he making servant them go build the gallows. That night there, king couldn't get a drop of sleep. So he sent for the record book, the one where they write down all of the important things that happen in the kingdom, and then bring it and read it to the king. It did have one part about how Mordecai talk out say two of the king eunuch them, Bigtan and Teresh, were guard the king quarters. They plan up to kill King Xerxes. So the king asked them say, what kind of big up Mordecai did get for what him do? And the king close servant them say, no, never do for him. Then the king asked them say, who they in the courtyard? No, it happens say Haman did just come in the outer part of the king palace. Him did want to ask the king to make them hang Mordecai pan the gallows where him did set up for him. So the king servant them tell him say, Haman they out in the courtyard. And the king say, make him come in. When Haman come in, the king asks him say, What you think me fi do for this somebody when me want big up? Then Haman reason in himself and say, who else the king would have want big up but me? Then Haman tell the king, say, you see if the king want big up somebody, make them bring some royal garment where the king wear already. And one ass where the king ride already. And put one royal crown on his head. Then make them give the royal garment and the ass to one of the king top official them. And make him dress up the man where the king want big up. And make him lead him through the city square upon the ass. And ball out for everybody here. And them thing happen to the man where the king want big up. Then the king tell Haman, say, me case and take the royal garment and the ass and do everything where you just say for Mordecai, the Jew will walk out of the king gate. No left out nothing at all. So Haman take the royal garment and the ass. He make Mordecai put on the royal garment and then lead him through the city square pan the royal ass. And he ball out for everybody here. And them thing ya happen for anybody where the king want big up. Then Mordecai go back out of the king gate. But Haman, me case go him yard. Him left with him hand pan him head and him face long down a ground to owe him heart heavy. And Haman tell him wife Zeresh and all him friend them about everything we reach him. Then him wife and him counselor them tell him say, if Mordecai where one Jew a rise up over you, then you never can beat him. Cause you know, see say, you are go lower and lower. Sake of him. While they still there talk to him, the king eunuch them reach a Haman yard and then carry Haman in a ace for go the Nyamins where Esther put on. And so, the king and Haman go the Nyamins with Queen Esther. Now this are the second day them a keep Nyamins. And the king said to Esther again, so, what you say you want now, my queen? Anything you want, you will get, you know. Just tell me what you want. If I even half of my kingdom, you will get it. Then Queen Esther answer him and say, my king, if you really check for me, and if it's alright with you, may I beg you for my life, and may I beg you for the life of my people them too. Cause somebody sell me and my people them, for get rid of we, and for kill we off. If that somebody there did sell we, for be slave, me would have keep my mouth shut, cause that are not nothing for bother the king with. Then King Xerxes said to Queen Esther, say, him there? And him so bare-faced and out if he try do something like that. And Esther say, our man we hate we, a fight against we. And the wicked man ya, Haman. When Esther said this, Haman catch him afraid of the king and queen, bad. And the king did so vex that he get up, left the wine when he did a drink and go in a palace garden. But Haman turn up before Queen Esther for beg for him life. Cause him see the king a plan for deal with him wicked. Then, just as the king come back from the palace garden and reach the place where them did a drink wine, he see Haman drop himself on the couch where Esther did the pan. So the king bawl out, you mean fi say him a go trouble the queen in a me own house? Same time the king said that. Them put one bag over Haman's head. Then Arbona, one of the king, eunuch them, said to them, say, you know, say Haman, make one gallows about 75 foot high, and in the plan for use it for hang Mordecai, the said man will talk up and save the king life. Then the king say, hang him pan it. So they hang Haman pan the gallows where him did make to kill Mordecai. And I so make the king calm down and never vex no more. The same day, King Xerxes give Queen Esther all of the land and things them where did for Haman the Jew them enemy. Then Mordecai come before the king, cause Esther tell the king, say them a family. The king take off him ring with the stamp, when they take back from Haman and give it to Mordecai. Then Queen Esther put him in charge of everything we belong to Haman. Esther go to the king again. This time she drop herself on foot and bawl. She beg him to tap Haman wicked plan when him did make against the Jew them. So the king stretch out in gold rod to Esther and she get up and turn up in front of him. Then she say, "Me king, if you really check for me, and if it's alright with you, and if this look like I want good something for the king do, and if the king happy with me, me I ask the king to send out one order to tap the plan where Haman did have, Haman the Agagite, and my daughter boy Pitney did make that plan there to kill off all of the Jew them in all of the king region there. Oh, me fi just watch the wickedness. We are gonna reach my people then. Oh, me fi bear fi see them a kill out me family them." Then King Xerxes said to Queen Esther and Mordecai, the Jews say, "Esther, me give you Haman land and things them, and them hang him pan the gallows, cause him did a plan fi kill off all of the Jew them. Now, me allow you to write where you think are the best thing to do for the Jew them. Write one law in the king name and stamp it with the king ring. Cause any law we write in a king name and stamp with the king ring, nobody can tap it. None at all. Now, on the 23rd of Sivan, the third month, them sitting here happen. Them call the king secretary them fi come write one law based upon what Mordecai say fi go on for the Jew them. The law of all of the top official them in every region from India all the way to Ethiopia. So all of the people them in the 127 region them fi get the law in them own language and writing, and the Jew them fi get it in fi them own language and writing too. Mordecai write the letter them in King Xerxes' name and stamp them with the king ring. Then him send them out with the messenger them where write the king special ask them. The letter said that the king allowed the Jew them in every city to come together to defend themselves and kill anybody from any region where would have tried to push war with them or them woman and picnic. And the Jew them can take with them enemy things too. King Xerxes allowed the Jew them can defend themselves in every region in a kingdom on the 13th day of Adar, the 12th month. One copy of the order did figure out in every region, and them did fi read it out for all the people them here. And all of the Jew them did fi ready up themselves to fight back against their enemy panda day. So the messenger them ride away fast pan the royal ask them where they use fi do the king business, cause the king order them fi make case and put up the letter them. And then send out the law all over the army base of Susa too. Then Mordecai step out of the king palace and wear one big gold crown pan his head with him blue and white royal garment we cover up with one fancy purple linen cloth. Same time the people them in a Susa just a shout and I make noise cause them glad bag boss. The Jew them life brighten up, them glad bag boss and everybody assure them enough respect. In every region and every city where they hear the king law and orders, the Jew them did well happy And them turn that day they in a holiday and keep party and big namings too. No for the other people them turn Jew too. Cause them did afraid of the Jew them. Bad. No. The 13 day Adar, the 12 month, I did the day when people could have followed the king order to kill off the Jew them. Pan that day there, when the enemy did plan to conquer the Jew them plan backfire upon them. Cause the king write one nether law so that the Jew them could have defend themselves from their enemy. The Jew them come together in every city all over the region them where King Xerxes rule. So then could have defend themselves against anybody who want war them. Nobody couldn't turn up against the Jew them. Cause the people them catch them afraid. All of the top official them in all of the region them go for help out the Jew them. Cause the whole of them afraid of Mordecai. Cause now Mordecai did a one of the top man them in a king palace. So enough more people come to know about him in all of the region them. Mordecai did just get more and more powerful in a kingdom. So the Jew them take sword kill off the enemy. And them do them feel like with the people them we hate them. The Jew them kill off 500 man in the army base of Susa. And them kill Pashan Data, Dalfan, Asbata, Porata, Adalia, Aridata, Pamashta, Arisai, Aridai, and Vaizata. A man 10 boy picnic. The same a man where the Jew them enemy and who are Amedata boy picnic. But the Jew them never touch them things. None at all. The same day there, them tell the king how much people did dead in a army base at Susa. Then the king said to Queen Esther, say, in the army base at Susa, the Jew them kill off 500 man and a man 10 boy pitney them. Then I wonder what them do in the rest of the king region them. Now, what you want me to do for you, Queen Esther? Me will do it, you know. Tell me what you want. Me will do it for you. So Esther said, me king, if it's alright with you, the Jew them were in a Susa who follow the orders and kill off them enemy today. Allow them if you can do it again tomorrow too. And make them hang a man 10 boy picnic dead body pan the gallows where a man put up. So the king ordered for gossip. And them send out the law in a Susa and them hang a man 10 boy dead body. The Jew them in a Susa come together upon the 14th day of Adar and then kill off 300 man in a Susa. But them never touch them things. None at all. So the other Jew them in the rest of region them come together to defend themselves and them enemy couldn't do them nothing again. Then kill off 75,000 of the people who eat them. But them never touch them things. None at all. All of them something there. Go on pan the 13th day of Adar. Then pan the 14th day, them rest off from war and make it one day for enjoy themselves and keep party and big namings. But the Jew them in a Susa come together pan the 13th and the 14th day. Then pan the 15th day, them rest off from war and make it one day for enjoy themselves and keep party and big namings. And that make the Jew them will live in a the small town them and in a the country area them pick the 14th day in a month of Adar for enjoy themselves and keep party and big namings. And them share food with them one another. Then Mordecai write down all of what did happen. And then him send out a letter to all of the Jew them in a King Xerxes region them for all who them near and far. Him a order them to make sure. So every year them keep the holiday upon the 14th and 15th day in the month of Adar. Cause at them day The Jew them enemy no have no more power over them again. And at that month there, them go from sad to happy. And them tap ball and start celebrate. And at them day there, them fi use for means and fi enjoy themselves. And them fi bless up them one another with food and give gift to poor people. So the Jew them follow what Mordecai say and keep the holiday every year. Cause Haman the Agagite, who had did Amedata boy picnic, and the Jew them enemy, did plan up for kill off the Jew them. Him draw a straw where them called poor, so him could have kill off the Jew them and get rid of the whole of them. But when the king hear about it, him order them for write one law when mash up the wicked plan where Haman did set up against the Jew them. And it turn out say where Haman did plan for do to the Jew them end up happen to him. And them hang Haman and him boy picnic them pan the gallows. So that make them call that holiday there Purim, after the word poor. And based upon what the letter did say, and all of what they got through, and all of the sitting them what happened to them, the Jew them decide to make them day one holiday so that them and every generation after them and all of the people who turn Jew have to follow the same sitting them write down about them 2 days. And them fi do it the same time every year. And that them fi remember them day and keep the holiday for every generation in every family, region and city. And that none of the Jew them or them generation them no fi forget fi keep Purim. Then Queen Esther, who did Abiel daughter, write one second letter with Mordecai the Jew for sure so then give them full support for Purim. So then send out the letter, go give the whole of the Jew them in the king 127 region them. In the letter, they say, them hope say the Jew them will live in a peace. And that them fi keep Purim the same time every year, like how Mordecai the Jew and Queen Esther order them fi do. And the Jew them and the generation after them fi go pan fasting too. So Queen Esther give the order for the way them fi keep Purim, and them write it down in the record book. King Xerxes make everybody in the kingdom pay one new tax, all down to the people them where they out in a small island them. And all of the things them where King Xerxes do for show him power, and how the king big up Mordecai when him put him in a top position. All of them things are right down in a record book where having all of the kingdom in a Media and Persia do. This happened because Mordecai the Jew did King Xerxes' right hand man. And him a did the real big man where the Jew them respect and love. Can look out for him people them and tell them so them feel live in a peace with them one another. And God want this. Thank God. And if you learn something new today, just put it in the comments and make we talk about it, yeah? All right. You know what good and one love.